Radio Rahim with Claressa Shields on the docks at Canary Wharf in London. Being a global fighter, honestly, isn't new to you as you've got 2 gold medals and competed around the world in that sense. But being on a professional stage and headlining a card of this magnitude, just talk to me about from the humble beginnings in Flint to the Canary Wharf dock in London, what this journey has meant.
Well, the little Claressa Shields knew we will always be here. That's for sure. I started having a dream of being the first woman to win an Olympic gold medal at the age of 13. So when I did it at 17, I didn't know where my life was going. Then I did it again at 21 and just had a great amateur career. And then I just was scared to turn pro, but I turned pro. And I knew that I would be the one to change people's minds about women's boxing because I don't fight like a girl. I fight like a woman. And I think that people are starting to respect all of the women's skills. They're starting to let us do our trash talk and actually see that we're passionate about it. But I think the whole beginning is why I'm just so grateful to be here.
I think the way that you've gotten here, without spectacle, but with substance, gold medals, you've worked your way through the different divisions in boxing like any man would do and get credit for. And now the one stumble along the way as an amateur, which to be fair, I don't really rate when it comes to professional, that's why they're amateurs. But I know that's been like a stone in your shoe and we can see it in the promotion here. But when you guys were 10 years younger, there wasn't beef. So what's happened in the last 10 years that's made this animosity and rivalry so bitter?
Well, Savannah Marshall wishes she was a pebble in my shoe, but she's not. Only thing I don't like about her is that she disregarded my greatness. Like, I was face to face with Savannah Marshall, I believe, in 2014, 2018, 2018, 2020. And when I seen her, we was always cordial. Like, I respect the fact that we fought in the amateurs and she got the win. I wasn't mad about it. I think that needed to happen in my life to be able to make me be stronger and be better and not take boxing more serious, but just know, like, you're going to be up against a lot, when you go in here and fight these girls. So make sure that you over-prepare. So I've done that my entire career, but Savannah Marshall it's just that one line. What was it? Claressa Shields is not better than me. She just got to the belts before me. When she says that right there makes me just want to punch her in the mouth, like with no gloves, straight fist, because it's like, what do you mean? You fought at 175, wasn't champion there. You skipped 168. You said, oh, I don't want to get hit by Franchana. I don't want to get hit by Ellen Cederos. But then you come to 160 and the world is scared of you? And I'm not better than you, but I got 12 belts and we both been pro the same amount of time, 5 years. That's what I don't respect about her, but that's what irks my nerves. And then her when I started doing MMA, she said that I retired from boxing and that I was scared to fight her. That really blew me because I was doing MMA and boxing at the same time. So the fact that she felt like she was that important and that I was scared of her to where I would quit boxing, my number one love, to not fight against her was like, is she trying to provoke me? That's what it was like to me.
In the amateurs, this fight went the distance.
Yeah.
And I just saw, to be honest, I only just saw the fight itself, and it wasn't quite as decisive as I would have thought from the way the discussion has been, right?
The way that she has been. She's the one who started she's the one keep riding the amateurs. I let it go. Like, I look forward. I've only watched that fight. I watched it every day for the first 2 weeks after I lost to her. I haven't watched that fight since. It's been almost 10 years. I watched it last month because it was just like you getting ready to fight against the girl, so you might as well look at it. I watched it and I felt the same way I felt about it when I was 17. It wasn't fair. The judges were not giving me points, and she was doing a whole bunch of holding and clinching, and the ref inside the ring favored Savannah Marshall. She caught me for making sounds in my mouth when I was punching. She kept breaking the action. It was ridiculous. She never called Savannah Marshall for holding the whole fight, and the girl was holding and clinching the whole fight. So,
but with that said, Claressa, like happens in the Olympics, people see fights differently. Sometimes there is a partial judge or a partial referee based on where somebody's from. You're now in Marshall's backyard. And if this thing goes the entire 10 rounds, what's to say that the judges here in England won't see it her way? Is a knockout necessary to ensure victory?
we have trained for a knockout, but I don't believe that women's boxing has as many controversy in judging as men's boxing does. I think that we will have our moment where we have to go through that, but I don't think that we've made it there. I think right now women's boxing is fair. I've always been given a fair shake. I believe that I'll be given a fair shake here. And if the fight goes 10 rounds, I'm going to win unanimously, regardless of who the judges are. And I believe that I can knock out Marshall between rounds 4 and 10. So
Last time we got a chance to talk post-fight, it was a fight where people weren't really respecting your ability to do technical boxing, to win rounds. Everybody's like, oh, she doesn't really have the defensive skills. This girl's taller than her. This girl's longer than her. She won't be able to get a win unless she gets a knockout. What are we going to see from you Saturday night that maybe, once again, people are not crediting you for, or the fans may not be expecting?
My punching power. That's what we're going to be. That's what's going to shock everybody. My punching power, and how I've always been able to box. How everybody know I got great defense. Because when I first turned pro, all they were saying, "Oh, Claressa she only has power. She's 3-0 with 2 knockouts, and she's knocking out these girls because she's stronger than them, and all she does is power shots. She doesn't know how to box." Now I box the girl's shoes off. Now they saying all she knows how to do is box. She only got great defense and fast hands, but now they saying that I don't punch hard. So it's really a catch-22. You really can't make the fans and the media happy. You have to go in there and I win fights with power. I win fights with my defense. I win fights with my combinations. So, I mean, we're gonna see all of that. But I'm on a card with Alicia Baumgartner and Michaela Mayer, and those girls are very, very skillful. So of course I want to look. I love them, but I want to show them too. Like, I got better skills than y'all. I love y'all, but it's like I'm happy that we're all on this card together because people want to be able to see, like, look, these girls are great. She's great. We're all great, but to us, she's the best. So it's all like motivation for me, even though I love everybody except Marshall. But
when it comes to the skills and the ability physically, obviously that's wildly important in a competitive sport. But mentality, any fighter will tell you, boxing's 80% mental.
Yeah.
So
Marshall's out of there. Marshall gone already. She left her belt. We doing a media workout, and you left your belt. Me and you the main event. How do you leave one belt?
What do you mean, you left the belt on the boat?
No, she left the belt at the hotel.
Oh.
She didn't even get on the boat with the belt. So it's like, mentally, she's not here. She's already gone. She's already gone. Like, I seen, like, when I first looked at her, she off. Girl, I'm not here to be your friend. It's smoke time. You want to fight right now? What's up?
Lastly, one of the GOATs in another sport, Serena Williams in tennis, has now retired. And I have to tell you, reminiscent of her reign, you in this outfit during the media workout, I think this is the same outfit. Just give me your thoughts on the career of Serena Williams. I don't know if this outfit is owed to her or not, but it's very similar. And how that, seeing a woman in a sport that is also male dominated, that women didn't feel like, or it wasn't felt that women could carry like the main attraction on any major tournament. She's proven that wrong. You've proven it wrong in your sport. Just like you to talk to her in her career a little bit.
Well, Serena Williams was my role model growing up as a kid. She was always my role model still to this day, as far as in her career, how dominant she was. I mean, I did the ESPN body issue because Serena Williams did it. Like, my dad gave me the okay to do it, a naked shoot, because I sent him pictures like, look, Serena did it, because my dad was totally against it. And that's how much me and my family, like, we respect Serena. We love her career. I love how she stood up for black women, how she got a big butt like mine and she got a strong muscles like mine. So she made me feel okay coming up through the amateurs and the pros to kind of be able to show off that body and not really be ashamed of it, because, everybody else got a little booty and we got big butts and stuff. But just her whole career, like, she's a great role model. She doesn't have to have the W for the GOAT. She's the GOAT.
Absolutely.
She's the GOAT in tennis, and she's the GOAT of any athlete, and she was a role model for me. And I wish her a happy retirement. And I don't think people know this, and only a few people know this, but back in 2012, I had a diary, and my diary was named Olympia. So when she named her daughter Olympia, I was like, I was gonna name my daughter that. So I'm just super happy for her. I'm a fan of her. I'm a fan of her career, And she was a great role model, and I just wish her the best.
And she comes from an American inner city, as you do. She's had some of her biggest wins on this soil, as you hope to do on Saturday night. I see you in the red, white, and blue. I'm glad this promotion hasn't become really a racial clash or anything on those lines. But when it comes to national pride, nothing wrong with that. Just talk to me about an American coming over here to this pond and representing for the red, white, and blue, and hopefully getting that W on Saturday night like your idol.
Stop saying hopefully, Rahim.
I have to say hopefully.
Rahim, there is no hopefully. I'm getting it done. I'm telling you, 11-week camp, no way. She's underprepared. I saw Peter Fury say something about, oh, Savannah Marshall, you're going to hate me this camp. Just this camp? I've hated Coach John every camp. every undisputed fight. The only chance Marshall has, the only thing that she can even think to do is to knock me out. She knows she cannot box me. She's not faster than me. She's not better on defense. Her only chance to go in there and throw her hardest blow and hope it lands. And then when it lands and it don't do nothing, heart gonna go. She already ain't got none. Her heart gonna go. Then after that,
you've made good on every promise and every interview so far, so we'll see if Saturday night that string continues. At the O2 Arena, Claressa Shields, Savannah Marshall on London soil for the first time. Good luck. And hopefully, for your sake, that all of this turns out the way you want it to.
I will. All you guys who are doubting me, just know, remember, I told y'all, do not play with me.
Radio Rahim with the quote, Claressa Shields.